I have some great news. CNBC reported just today that Social Security is no longer running out in 2034. It is now running out in 2035.
No! God, please, no!
So by now, you have probably seen all these articles that Social Security is running out, but that is necessarily not true. However, come 2035, there may be some changes to the program to ensure its sustainability.
Do you know that Social Security is going to be insolvent in 2035?
It is not going to be. That is not true. That is actually not true. No, it's actually not true.
For the longest time, I thought Social Security tax was money that the government magically took from my check and put it into an invisible fund account somewhere, and then they gave me $1,500 a month when I turned 70 years old.
Thank you for your patronage.
But it turns out that the way Social Security works is a little bit more complicated than that. Hello, my name is Ukash Finance, and yes, that is my real name. If you find value in this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. The birth of Social Security goes back to the 1935 in the depths of the Great Depression. In those days, growing old pretty much meant poverty and despair for millions of Americans. There was no safety net to catch the elderly when they could no longer work. Then comes President Franklin D. Roosevelt. You know, that one president that married his cousin? He came with the revolutionary idea of Social Security.
This Social Security measure gives at least some protection to 30 million of our citizens.
The impact was great, and for the first time, millions of Americans had a financial cushion in their golden years.
Is that your son?
No, I just bought this baby cash.
In 2024, 65 million Americans received Social Security, costing the government $1.5 trillion annually. However, over the decades, Social Security evolved, adapting to changing needs of society. Benefits were expanded, eligibility requirements were adjusted, and new programs were introduced to address emerging challenges.
Or if you are disabled, a dependent, or a beneficiary.
But as the years passed, cracks began to appear in the foundation. An aging population and a declining birth rate strained the system to its limits, which brings us to the issue revolving Social Security today. But first, let's talk about payroll tax. If you have a full-time job, there's a good chance that a chunk of your paycheck goes towards Social Security. This is called payroll tax. For employees, that number is 6.2% of income you make up to $168,000 annually. For self-employed individuals, they pay 12.4%. So the question remains, if the government is getting so much payroll tax, why is every headline reading that Social Security is running out? Well, this is due to three main reasons. Reason number one, the aging population. With the baby boomer generation reaching retirement age in large numbers, this means there are fewer workers paying into the system compared to the number of retirees receiving benefits.
Here's a chart of the US population. As you can see, there's a bump here. That's the baby boomer generation. For decades, this giant population was the main workforce that paid into Social Security. That means more people were putting money in than taking money out. Then came 2021. At this point, Social Security stopped operating in a surplus and actually fell into a deficit because more and more people started to collect.
As a result, this is increasing strain on Social Security's funding. Reason number two, declining birth rates. Birth rates have been declining in the United States. This means that fewer people are entering the workforce. There are fewer workers contributing to the payroll tax to support Social Security beneficiaries.
Due to a decline in the birth rate after the baby boom, we now have more people receiving benefits than we have paying taxes.
And reason number three, increasing life expectancy. People are living longer, which means retirees are collecting Social Security benefits for a longer period of time. This places additional pressure on the program's finances. Okay, if that sounds a little complicated, let me give you a corny example to help you understand the three core problems with Social Security. Imagine you're hosting a pizza party with your friends. Each friend is supposed to bring their own pizza to share. Now, in the past, there were a lot of friends coming to the party and everyone brought plenty of pizza. But over time, some friends moved away aka retired, and fewer new friends joined the group, aka low birth rates. Now, fast forward to today. There are fewer people bringing pizzas to the party, but there are still plenty of hungry guests expecting to be fed, aka increased life expectancy. So, what do? Well, you might start running out of pizza faster than expected. Maybe you might have to cut smaller slices or ask friends to chip in extra to make sure everyone gets a slice. In the same way, Social Security is facing a similar challenge. When it was first started, there were lots of workers contributing to the system and fewer retirees receiving benefits. But now, as more baby boomers retire and live longer, there are fewer workers supporting each retiree. So, just like the pizza party, there's less money coming into Social Security compared to what's needed to pay benefits to retirees, which brings us to the discussion of solutions to fix Social Security. Both solutions, by the way, are unpopular among workers and businesses. The first solution is to raise the income cap of payroll tax. This could provide additional revenue to support the program. This cap has already been increasing in the last couple of years. In 2022, the income cap for Social Security was $147,000. In 2023, this was $154,000. And in 2024, that income cap is now $168,000.
Another way to bring more money in is through higher taxes. One supported plan is to increase the current cap on contributions, which, as I mentioned earlier, is about $160,000 each year.
The second solution is increasing the full retirement age, which can help ensure that Social Security benefits are sustainable in the face of increasing life expectancy. This change would reflect longer lifespans and encourage people to work longer, contributing more to the system before collecting benefits. But some people think this is unfair, which I totally understand, because it's kind of like, why do I have to work till I'm 70 years old when granddaddy was able to retire at age 62? There are other solutions that Congress is discussing, such as increasing legal immigration, which can boost the number of workers paying into Social Security system, or investing the Social Security funds into a diversified portfolio of assets which can earn higher returns.
If we finance Social Security with the money from the stock market, that's going to make the federal budget less stable. It's going to make recessions and stock market downturns much more damaging to the federal budget.
But this is a high risk, high reward play, which everyone might not approve of. At the end of the day, it is clear that Social Security faces significant challenges in the coming years, from demographic shifts to economic factors. The program's sustainability is at stake. And the sad part is that many people don't know how to invest for their future. So without Social Security, there might be a lot of elderly retirees below the poverty line in the future. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know what you think about Social Security in the comments below. And to watch my video about the American Dream, click right over here.